for your country, the nation demands your
Stand here, take a picture.
Let's all unite to go and live and free.
We are involved.
We are all involved. Demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold and make them great and strong. Oh, we are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a house.
For the last time.
Demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold and make them great and strong.
We are involved.
We are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a motherland. Oh, we are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building a motherland. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hip. Hooray!
Thank you very much. I think we can take our seats while music goes on, and then we will start the program. Thank you. Thank you. Shall we give us?
I got the keys to the city, we go look up on the enemies.
I just want us to understand that we have dignitaries among us. We have dignitaries among us. And I'll quickly introduce the people we have here. Everybody here is a dignitary, but we can't introduce everybody. But there are some special people in our midst that we have to introduce. My name is Nana Puku Fred. I work with the Ghana Youth Commission as the Director for Technical Services. We have here with us somebody representing the PEPFAR government in the person of Ms. Zit Enyonam. Can we give it up to her? She will just wait for her. Manager of the National AIDS Control Program of Ghana in the name of Dr. A.C. Abbey. We have a representative of the UNAIDS in the name of Ms. Eunice. Shall we wait to us? We also have a representative from NABLAS among us. If he's here, he should wave on to us. He's representing the president of the National Association of Persons Living with HIV. In the course of the event, you will understand what the red ribbon is and how it came about. But before then, let me introduce to you a very special person who is in the lead of all the HIV events in the country. He is the head of the coordinating agency of HIV in Ghana. He is the head of the Ghana AIDS Commission, which has been established by an Act of Parliament Act 968. He is in the person of Dr. Etuahin Chairman. Shall we give him half? He introduces himself and shows himself to us. I will humbly request.
So I want us to adopt some slogan here. I will say HIV is real, and you respond, let's defeat it. HIV is real. HIV is real. first of all, I would like to thank all of you for making time to be here tonight for this Candlelight procession event and the launch of the month-long World AIDS Day activities. The program manager of National AIDS and STIs Control Program, Dr. Isiado, Rep of PEFA, GHANET, Rep of UNAIDS, Eunice, GHANET President, Mr. Otin Amwabin, NAPLAS President's Rep, all implementing partners, stakeholders, all the people living with HIV, good evening once again. As you know, every year we launch the HIV World AIDS Day activities on 1st of November. It is always an indoor activity. It's a media launch. We only do a media presentation for them to carry it to the public. Today we decided to do it differently by coming out here with our candles to signify that to the public that HIV is still a public health issue in Ghana. And so this year and the years ahead of us, we are going to make HIV more visible in the public eye. It is so important to do so. Why? Because it appears as a country we have forgotten that we are fighting an epidemic called HIV and AIDS. And because we have forgotten, we are not doing what we have to do to ensure that we actually defeat it. Individuals are deep in risky behaviors that expose them to HIV infections. And that is the reason why we're still having high numbers of new HIV infections in the country. And those who live with HIV, many of them are not on treatment, life-saving treatment that can prolong their lives, keep them healthy and productive. Some begin to take the medicines and at some point discontinue. And those who are taking it, for some of them, adhering to treatment is a problem. And so we are seeing high numbers of people dying of AIDS-related causes in the country. And therefore, AIDS deaths remains one of the 10 top causes of death in Ghana. It's about the 5th or 6th of the causes of death in Ghana. When in fact, in this day and age, no one should die of AIDS-related causes. It is still a major public health threat to this country. However, our commitment is to end AIDS by the year 2030 as a public health threat. And for that to happen, we have to be more aggressive in our fight against the epidemic.
Some of them were more like guinea pigs. Some of them were innocent victims. And today we have a reason to talk about HIV because they also sacrificed. They are heroes and heroines. So I want you to lift your candle, if you have one. And then we all observe a moment of silence for the departed in this fight. So unless a seed falls in the ground, dies and germinates, there will be no fruitfulness. May the souls of the departed rest in perfect peace. Amen. Amen. Please take your seat. So, when we started the epidemic, there was a high momentum when we found the first case in 1986. And then there was some relaxation. It's like running a race. When you get to a certain state, you get tired. And then you are more like moving even psychologically. But now when you have the last lap, you have to do everything possible to win the race. And it's important for you to notice that we are in the last lap. The last lap means that we have just 6 years to end the epidemic by 2030. And it means that we need to double our steps and ensure that we give our best to bring all these challenges to an end.
Red ribbon symbol here, and I think on many of the t-shirts that we are wearing. I also have a few of them with me, and I hope that in this month of November, we would all at least wear a red ribbon every day of this month. But we need to be first familiar with what it stands for. I have a few free copies to give away. So maybe the first question would be, which year was this symbol made? If someone can give me the answer in what? Faster than you can type it in Google or in ChatGPT, then I'll give the first few ones away. And also, which group came up with this? There's a hand here. Okay. Oh no, I think UNAs, you are disqualified. Yeah, let's have a different. Someone here. Okay. All right. Any hand? Anyone? Okay. Also, that this symbol has won the Grammys Award and it's won several other international awards. And it's actually in the New York Museum of Art. It's been preserved. And as I said, it was created for non-commercial purposes. They did not charge for coming up with this symbol. So let us all be part of the awareness raising. Let's all become ambassadors. Wear a red ribbon every day in this month of November. Thank you, and join the call to action.
Thank you so much. Now, since UNH was disqualified from answering, I will humbly request the representative of the UNH country director, Ms. Eunice, to come and give us a short statement. Shall we give it a hand for that?
If it's not on, some people were chewing granules. If it's not on, what's the response? If it's not on, it's not in. I mean, thank you so much for organizing this event. And truly, I stand here on behalf of the Joint United Nations team on HIV and AIDS in Ghana, and I say Accra, I say well done for this event, which has been impactful. I greet all our partners, PEPFAR, Ghana AIDS Commission, the National AIDS Control Program. I think I even saw Siafa from St. Ghana here as well as Harriet. Thank you, all of you, for this event. Just to speak about something that is dear to my heart in relation to the AIDS response. This year, UNAIDS had a consultant supporting issues of stigma and discrimination, Ms. Irene Kudu, and we lost her. She was one of the champions of the HIV response. She worked with NAPLAS Ghana, the network of persons living with HIV and AIDS. And when DG and PM were even talking about the AIDS response and some of the people that we've lost, and really just standing up to think about the lives that have been touched and the lives that have been impacted, I felt like her life was one that touched a lot of the people here, and I'm sure NAPLAS Ghana remember her fondly. And we worked with her in UNAIDS. And she's also a life that was lost as a result of some of the inequalities even in our system, as a result of some of the challenges in our HIV epidemic. So while we have this event, I also want to use it as an ode to her memory, to remind ourselves of the impact of the work that she had done, and the work that people like her continue to do, the work that communities continue to do. Last year, the theme for World AIDS Day was Let Communities Lead. And this year, incidentally, it is Take the Right Path.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ouch! Paluta, yeah. It's the Paluta, yeah. Go, yeah, mama. Where you go, yeah, mama. The guy, Johnny, wapa. Where you go, yeah, mama. Yeah, yeah. Boy, say, cope. Obati, unya, iseke. Therefore, I am fanchiche. Therefore, I am fanchiche. Mama, come and yeah, me, yeah. Trappa, my baby, I am it, I am it, on top of baby, I'm in. Mama, come and yeah, me, yeah. Trappa, my baby, I'm in. I am it, on top of baby, I'm in. On top of baby, I'm in. In Paluta, yeah. On top of baby, I'm in. Mama, come and yeah, me, yeah. Trappa, my baby, I'm in. I am it, on top of baby, I'm in. I am it down, oh, I am it down. One bed disika, one bed yakumau. Oh, sissy fiani, oh, sissy fiani. Checking the personality. Oh, one the money, no semen in a man. Namose, my kuntai, namose, namose, you, namose. My kuntai, namose, na semen in a man. Namose, my kuntai, namose, namose, you.